What's up everybody, my name is Starlos, and a video that I did a while back, how to tell if Pokemon games are fake, got a lot of views, but I did not do good on it. My voice is very raspy, I mean it probably still is, but I was sick during filming, and I want to show you how to spot it again. Now if you already watched that video, and if you already know how, you can skip this, or stay tuned to the end. I'm going to be going over how to spot fake Pokemon cards, and if you already know that, then good for you. But how to spot a fake Pokemon game, or Game Boy Color game, all of that. I have two real ones here and here. This is my Silver and Metroid 2. Now, Metroid 2, as you can see, well, it's real, but the sticker's already coming off, but I've been trying to keep it in good condition. I've been keeping it in this case. It's real, and yeah. So, I have no idea if you can see this. You can kind of see it. Above the Nintendo seal of approval, you'll see the number 23 or 32. That's a 22 actually. So, right there. 22. Do you see that? Right above the Nintendo seal of approval. If a game has that, it's real. That's just one of the options to find out if it's real. Another way to find out if it's real is the actual Nintendo seal of approval. Now if you go on the back, this is just the sticker that came with it. It will also say made in Japan and patent pending. Now a fake one, sadly I don't have one. Maybe I'll order one in the future. They cost a couple dollars and I'll explain it. But most fake GBC games don't have... Sorry, my finger's really dirty. It's fine. It will say just patent pending. It won't say made in Japan. It will just say, well, because my camera's really zoomed in, so yeah. It will say patent pending. It won't say made in Japan. It will either say one or none. Most of the time. Also, see that serial code right there? DMGMEUSA. If I bring up my phone, go on Google, and type up DMG, then the dash, ME-USA, Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. You can always, I'm pretty sure fake games might have that too, but you can always just type up the serial number and you can find the actual game. Now this is my Pokemon Silver. So if you can see the 13, the 1 and the 3 above the Nintendo seal of approval. And I won't go over all the serial codes, but this one also have a serial code that you can check. Also, you can always check with the USRB rating. I couldn't see it on my camera. You can always check that, which I'm going to be getting into in a second. These are the Gen 1 games. I have Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow. As you can see, Pokemon Red has a different USRB than Blue and Yellow. Also Silver, trading card game, puzzle game, and, well, Metroid did come out in like the 80s, so I'm pretty sure it didn't really matter back then. But when I was checking the USRB rating on this, I did see some pictures with that and that on Pokemon Red. So if I go Pokemon Red, ESRB rating sticker, like how it should look. We can see here that it does have it. Oh, okay. So as you can see here, a couple months ago, someone had the same question. The answer was that the USRB's ratings logo changed partway through the printing of red and blue on the earlier version. The second is the later. So red will have that or that. So I actually just learned this now. I did not know that. So that's also good. But as you can see, first generation does not have the Nintendo seal of approval, but an 80s game does. So that's a little weird, right? But if you can see, I don't know if you can, right on Charizard's back, there's a 0-0. You can't probably see the first 0. It's on Charizard. Then you can see half of the other one. Also on Blastoise, you see a 2.0 right there on his cannon. Then on Pikachu, I did see it before. Let's see if I can find it. So it's on his tail. So you can see the 2.2. Also, it doesn't have a 1 at the end of the serial code. So that's also something that you can look for. I'm not sure if that's a difference, so I'm going to check that right now. With the DMG dash APAE dash USA. It comes up as Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red version release information. Now if I put the dash 1, it also comes up as Pokemon Red. So maybe it's just both. Just how they were printed, maybe. So let's go on to the back. As you can see, patented, made in Japan, also that. You can see the screws. These are the official screws, as you can see, with... Well, my Metroid is a little older. Let's go with my Silver. It looks closer. So the screws do all look the same. Now this one was a little used. I did get this one used. And you can also look at them. My Game Boy is pretty old, so sometimes you just gotta take out the cartridge and put it back in. Sometimes the Nintendo... There we go. So you can always tell when you play the game. You can always just check that. But that's mostly how you spot the difference. Just backtrack with the serial code. You can always look inside the game. I don't have the chips, but if you always have the screwdriver handy, take it apart. Fake ones will not have a battery most of the time. You can always check by the color. You can always just search on Google. Search up real Pokemon Red cartridge, and if the color is a little off, then you know it's a fake. So color, serial code, USRB rating, and the little number that's always in the corner. Also, you can check the back, and that's mostly how you spot a fake Pokemon game. Now this one is real. You can see the battery, you can see Game Boy, you can even see the Nintendo printed in the label, like on the internal device. And you can also see the 22 above the official seal and the serial code. You can always just check those. So that's mostly how you know if it's fake or not. Same with GBA games. You can always check color. This one doesn't have a sticker, but they're both real. You can always just check the color of it, the battery, internals. You You can always check the number. That's a 7. You know, just stuff like that. Just check for that. I've been going online to try to find out how to get a fake one. Like how to spot the difference between real and fake. And a lot of people aren't actually doing it, so give this video a thumbs up. Now, fake Pokemon cards. I should get a real Venusaur, but the way this one's printed is fake. So, just by looking at this, which one do you think is fake? If you guessed the Venusaur, you are correct. Now, how to tell a fake Pokemon card? You can always check the font. So I have a very, very old 2007 Steelix from probably one of my first deck, maybe. But you can always tell by the text. This one is very smaller, as you can see. And very... So if you just tell like that small, slight difference, it's kind of hard to tell. But if you've been collecting from like since 2004, you can really spot it really quickly. Also, you can tell, well, it's kind of hard with the HP. But mostly cards with HP differences, if I can just get a couple more fake ones out here. Alright, so these are all fake. I have a lot of fake ones. And then I have a couple real ones with me. Bishop. You can sometimes tell with the HP. The HP will be very thin. Not with these. But you can almost tell. So it looks pretty legit. But if you turn the cards over, it will be a very light blue. If you can see the difference there. Very light blue. This one is more dark. The dark ones are real, and the light blue are fake. So that's how you can tell that out. Also, this was probably very impossible. Let's just go with the real one. I have no idea if you can see that. This is going to be pretty impossible. So let's just probably focus. I'll explain it if it does not work. Okay. This would be impossible. But real Pokemon cards have if you look to the side just like I'm doing, it's a little blurry, so you probably will not be able to see that in this video. There will be a very black, thin line on the edges of the card. This means it's real. It's basically just how money works. You have like, it's like the paper, then like the ink or print, whatever, then like paper over it, basically. So I'm going to do the unspeakable. So I'm going to put this right here, get this card, and rip it in half. So basically, as you can see, it's white. Now, don't hate me. This is a real card. I ripped it. See that black? That black means it's real. So you can see the black on the edges of the card. It's kind of hard to see because it's very thin, my camera cannot pick it up. But you will see that black on the edges as it goes all around the card. So no matter how you rip it, you'll always see that black rim. The fake cards do not have it. As you can see, I will get another card and rip it. So if you don't want to rip your card, then, you know, that's probably like a last resort. Maybe you don't want to rip your card because you could probably have like an EX or something, Mega, and you don't want to rip it. But the easiest way to tell is the back. The back is always going to be a lighter color. And if it's not, I've had a couple fake ones that look really legit. You can always tell by the text illustration. You can always tell by like the weaknesses. The font will be darker or lighter than an actual card. So when you get a new deck, check if it's real. Like if you get another deck, get the weakest card, rip it in half to tell if it's real. Then use those cards to just tell the difference between actual cards, mostly. So this is how to tell if Pokemon cards are real or fake, and how to tell the games from real or fake. So thank you all for watching, and I had to re-upload this as in my other video it wasn't really all that good. So thank you all. Hopefully I helped. If I did, please tell me that I did. If I didn't, then I'm sorry. And tell me if you spot anything that I missed. Go in the comments, tell people how to spot fake ones, how not to spot fake ones. Well, not how, but and please tell me if you found out if these are fake or real, because as far as I'm concerned, they're all real. I'm very skeptical on red. On my last video, a lot of people have been saying the red one is fake, and I can kind of see it, but so far, I think they're real. And just a heads up with Pokemon cards, because a lot of retailers do sell fake ones. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace out.